What if I told you there are places on Earth so stunning, so magical, that they'll make you question if you're still on the same planet? Cities where ancient history collides with cutting-edge innovation, where turquoise waters meet golden sunsets, and where every corner turned reveals something that'll take your breath away. From floating palaces to neon-lit skylines piercing the clouds, these aren't just destinations, they're experiences that'll change the way you see the world. Today, we're counting down the top 10 cities in the world that will leave you speechless. Let's dive in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an adventure. Now, let's start our countdown. Kicking off our list at number 10, Cape Town, South Africa. Picture this, a city cradled between the Atlantic Ocean and the iconic Table Mountain, a flat-topped peak that watches over the coastline like a silent guardian. Cape Town isn't just beautiful, it's dramatic. Start your day hiking up Table Mountain, where panoramic views stretch for miles. Then head down to the colorful Bo-Kaap neighborhood, where every house is painted in vibrant hues of pink, blue, and yellow. It's like walking through a living canvas. But here's where it gets wild. You can literally cage dive with great white sharks just off the coast. Or take a scenic drive along Chapman's Peak, one of the most breathtaking coastal routes in the world. And let's not forget the Cape Winelands just outside the city. Rolling vineyards, world-class wine, and mountain backdrops that look like they belong in a dream. Best time to visit, November to March, during South Africa's summer. Would this make your bucket list? At number 9, we're traveling to Kyoto, Japan, a city that feels like stepping into a living postcard. Imagine wandering through thousands of vermilion torii gates at Fushimi Inari Shrine, each one creating a tunnel of red that winds up the sacred mountain. Or strolling through the serene Arashiyama bamboo grove, where towering stalks sway gently overhead, filtering sunlight into a soft green glow. Kyoto is home to over 2,000 temples and shrines, each more stunning than the last. The golden Kinkakuji Temple literally shimmers against its surrounding pond, while the Zen rock gardens of Ryoanji invite quiet contemplation. But here's the magic. In spring, cherry blossoms explode into clouds of pink, transforming the entire city into something ethereal. And in autumn, fiery red and orange maples paint the landscape. Walk through the Gion district at dusk, and you might just spot a geisha gracefully gliding through the lantern-lit streets. This is tradition, beauty, and tranquility wrapped into one incredible city. Visit in late March to early April for cherry blossoms, or November for fall foliage. Trust me, Kyoto will stay with you forever. Number 8 takes us to Santorini, Greece. And yes, it's every bit as stunning as those Instagram photos suggest. Maybe even more. This isn't just a city, it's a volcanic island, dotted with cliff-top villages that look like they were sculpted by the gods themselves. Whitewashed buildings cascade down dramatic cliffs, their blue-domed roofs contrasting brilliantly against the deep azure of the Aegean Sea. The village of Oja is legendary for its sunsets. Imagine this, golden light spilling across white buildings, the sea turning into molten gold and church bells echoing through the warm evening air. It's the kind of moment that makes you forget to breathe. Wander through narrow cobblestone streets, discover hidden art galleries, and indulge in fresh Greek cuisine on terraces suspended over the caldera. And here's a fun fact. Santorini is actually the remnant of a massive volcanic eruption that happened over 3,600 years ago. You're literally standing on the edge of history. Best time, April to early November. But if you want fewer crowds and still great weather, try late April or early October. Would you watch the sunset here? At number 7, we're heading to Dubai, UAE, a city that rewrote the rules of what's possible. Rising from the desert, like a futuristic mirage, Dubai is home to the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, standing at a staggering 828 meters. Take the elevator to the observation deck and look down at the city sprawled beneath you like a glittering circuit board. But Dubai isn't just about height, it's about ambition. The Palm Jumeirah, a man-made island shaped like a palm tree, is visible from space. Ski indoors at Mall of the Emirates while it's 40 degrees outside. Or cruise through the old souk where the scent of spices and gold fills the air, reminding you that beneath the modern facade, tradition still thrives. And when the sun sets, the city transforms. The Dubai Fountain performs a choreographed water show set to music, while the marina's skyscrapers light up in a dazzling display. Here's the thing about Dubai. It shows you that vision, combined with determination, can turn sand into legend. Visit between November and March when the weather is perfect. This city is the future today. At number 6, we have the city that needs no introduction, Paris, France. The City of Light has been stealing hearts for centuries, and once you're there, you'll understand why. The Eiffel Tower stands as the ultimate symbol of romance, especially when it sparkles on the hour after dark, its lights twinkling against the night sky like 1,000 stars. But Paris is so much more. Stroll along the Seine at sunset, passing bookstalls and bridges adorned with lovelocks. Get lost in the charming streets of Montmartre, where artists paint in cobblestone squares and the Sacré-Cœur Basilica offers sweeping city views. The Louvre isn't just a museum, it's a palace filled with 35,000 pieces of art, including the enigmatic Mona Lisa and the food, fresh croissants, buttery escargot, macarons in every color imaginable. Here's what makes Paris special. It's not trying to impress you, it just is magnificent. Every cafe, every corner, every wrought iron balcony seems designed to make you fall in love. Visit in spring, April, June, or fall, September, October, for mild weather and fewer tourists. Paris isn't just a city, it's a feeling. Number 5 brings us to New York City, USA, the city that never sleeps. And honestly, you won't want to either. From the moment you step into Times Square, where neon billboards flash and crowds pulse with energy 24/7, you know you're somewhere extraordinary. This is the city of dreams, where Broadway shows light up theaters, where Central Park offers a green sanctuary in the heart of urban chaos, and where Lady Liberty stands proudly in the harbor. Take in the skyline from the top of the Rock or the Empire State Building, a sea of skyscrapers reaching toward the clouds. Walk across the Brooklyn Bridge at sunrise and watch the city wake up in golden light. But New York's magic is in its diversity. One neighborhood serves authentic Chinese dumplings, the next offers Italian cannoli, and around the corner, you'll find world-class museums like the Met and MoMA. Here's the truth. New York has an energy that's contagious. It pushes you to dream bigger, walk faster, and believe that anything is possible. Best time, late spring. May or fall, September, November. Fair warning, you'll want to stay forever. At number 4, we're gliding into Venice, Italy, a city that shouldn't exist, yet does, and in the most spectacular way. Built on 118 tiny islands connected by over 400 bridges, Venice is a floating masterpiece. Instead of cars, you have gondolas cutting through emerald canals. Instead of streets, you have narrow walkways that twist and turn like a beautiful maze. St. Mark's Square is the beating heart, where the ornate basilica showcases Byzantine architecture covered in golden mosaics. The Doge's palace nearby tells stories of power and intrigue from centuries past. But the real Venice reveals itself when you get lost. Wander away from the crowds and find hidden squares, tiny bridges arching over quiet canals, and locals going about their day. Enjoy fresh seafood at a canal-side trattoria as gondoliers serenade passing tourists. And here's the bittersweet reality. Venice is slowly sinking, making every visit feel precious. Scientists say we have about 100 years before rising waters threaten this treasure. That makes it even more essential to see. Visit in April, May, or September, October to avoid summer crowds. Venice isn't just romantic, it's magical. Coming in at number 3, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Where do I even start? This city is pure Vita life, energy, rhythm. Imagine a place where tropical mountains meet pristine beaches, where samba rhythms drift through the streets, and where the iconic Christ, the Redeemer statue, watches over everything with outstretched arms. Take the cable car up Sugarloaf Mountain and witness one of the most jaw-dropping panoramas on Earth. The city sprawled between lush green peaks and impossibly blue ocean. Then head down to Copacabana or Ipanema Beach, where locals play volleyball, sip fresh coconut water, and soak up the sun. But Rio's soul is in its people. During Carnival, the entire city explodes into the world's biggest party. Elaborate costumes, samba parades, and pure joy flowing through every street. And here's something amazing. The Tijuca Forest within the city is one of the largest urban forests in the world. You can hike through jungle and waterfalls, then be back on the beach within an hour. Visit between December and March for summer vibes, or February for Carnival. Rio doesn't just take your breath away, It fills your soul with rhythm. We've reached number 2, and it belongs to Barcelona, Spain, where art, architecture, and attitude collide in the most beautiful way possible. This is the city of Gaudí, and his fingerprints are everywhere. The Sagrada Familia, still under construction after 140 years, is unlike any cathedral you've ever seen. Organic shapes, rainbow light streaming through stained glass, and spires reaching toward heaven. It's architecture that feels alive. Then there's Park Güell, a whimsical wonderland of mosaic benches, colorful sculptures, and panoramic city views. Every corner feels like stepping into a fairy tale designed by someone who dared to dream differently. But Barcelona isn't just about Gaudí las Rambles, buzzes with street performers and flower stalls. The Gothic quarter transports you back centuries with its medieval streets and hidden plazas, and the beaches. Golden sand meeting the Mediterranean, lined with beach bars serving paella and sangria. The food scene is incredible. Fresh tapas, vermouth on tap, and late-night dinners that stretch past midnight because that's just how Barcelona rolls. Best time to visit: May, June, or September, October. Barcelona doesn't follow rules. It creates its own, and you'll love every minute. And finally, our number 1 city that will leave you absolutely speechless: Prague, Czech Republic. Here's why Prague tops our list. It's a city that feels like walking through a storybook, where every street, every building, every bridge seems designed to make you stop and stare in wonder. The historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. The Charles Bridge, dating back to 1357, is lined with 30 Baroque statues and connects the old town to Prague Castle, which sits on a hill overlooking the city, like something from a medieval fantasy. The astronomical clock in the Old Town Square has been marking time since 1410. That's over 600 years. Every hour, crowds gather to watch the mechanical show of moving apostles and figures. Its history you can literally watch tick by. But here's what makes Prague truly special. The city survived World War II largely unscathed, meaning its architecture is authentic, preserved, stunning. Gothic spires, Art Nouveau buildings, Renaissance facades. It's an architectural museum that you can actually live in. Cross the Vltava River at sunset, when the bridges glow golden, the castle lights up, and the entire city looks dipped in honey. Climb up to Petrin Tower for 360-degree views that'll make your heart skip a beat. And let's talk atmosphere. Prague has a mysterious, almost mystical quality. Narrow alleyways, hidden courtyards, and underground bars built into medieval cellars. The beer is incredible and cheaper than water. The food is hearty, and the locals have a warmth that makes you feel at home. Whether you're exploring the colorful dancing house, discovering the peaceful Wallenstein garden, or simply getting lost in the labyrinth of streets, Prague offers that rare combination: breathtaking beauty without the overwhelming crowds of other European capitals. Visit in spring, April, May, or fall, September, October, when the weather is perfect and the city glows in soft light. But honestly, Prague is stunning year-round. Even winter, with snow dusting those medieval rooftops, feels like something out of a fairy tale. Prague isn't just speechless, it's absolutely unforgettable. And there you have it, our top 10 cities in the world that will leave you speechless. From Cape Town's dramatic coastlines to Prague's fairy tale streets, each of these cities offers something truly extraordinary. Now, I want to hear from you. Which city took your breath away? Which one is at the top of your bucket list? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our adventures. We've got some incredible content coming your way. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and remember, the world is waiting for you.